Welcome to the Childcare Genius Podcast, the world's leading authority on childcare marketing, mindset, expansion, and profitability. Our host, Brian Duprey, is the world's most sought-after childcare coach, having helped tens of thousands of childcare owners from around the globe take their business to the next level. Let's welcome to the Childcare Genius Podcast, our host, Brian Duprey.
Hello, welcome to the Childcare Genius podcast series. This is our Friday training. I'm Brian Duprey, Childcare Genius owner and founder. So excited to be here today. I'm going to talk a little bit today about why you need a coach. Okay, yeah, here comes the sales pitch. No, I'm not trying to sell you anything. I'm not telling you to come to my coaching program. I'm telling you, you need a coach. If you are struggling in any of these areas, if you're not perfect in every area in your business, what about mindset? How are you feeling? Your mindset's not number one, you need a coach. How's enrollment? Are you full with a wait list? Okay, great. If not, you need a coach to help you get full. How about finance? Do you know finance is inside out? Do you know what a PFS is? Do you know what a balance sheet is? How about a P&L, cash flow statement? Do you know what all these things are? You know how to read them, interpret them? If not, you need somebody to help you with that. How about marketing? You know, marketing is a beast and it's changing all the time, especially digitally. If you're not an expert with marketing, you got to get help with that. How about culture? You know, are all your employees great, love their job, there's very little staff turnover, and everybody's happy to be there every single day. You're working towards a common goal. You got great core values, a good mission statement. If not, you're going to need to ask for some help. How about leadership? How are you as a leader? You know, most people don't get any leadership training in their entire life. And yet here you are leading a childcare group with 20, 30, 40, 50 employees. And all of a sudden you're like, what do I do? How do I lead people? Leading people is one of the hardest jobs in the world, just to lead others. And Carol and I are military trained, so they train us in leadership, but most people don't have any kind of training. They don't teach it in college, don't teach it in high school. What about systems? You know, especially if you're a multi-center owner, you have to have systems in place, but you're never going to be a multi-center owner unless you get those systems in place. And how do you get them? And what do you do? And how do you learn? How do you implement? How do you let go? Those are all questions you need to answer. What about operations? You know, how to run everything. There are so many moving parts to a childcare center. It's not the easiest business in the world to run, especially with somebody with no business training whatsoever. And sometimes the people with business training don't have the childcare knowledge. It's very rare do I see somebody with a real great business mind, but also the really great childcare heart-centered mind. Usually you have one or the other. And that's where a coach comes in to help find where you are weak and help make you strong. Coaching isn't always about bringing you more revenue, even though it will. It's about helping you avoid mistakes that will cost you revenue in the long run. I know in the first couple of years of my childcare business, I did some dumb stuff that probably cost me $1 million or more in the first 5 to 10 years. Didn't have a coach, didn't have anybody to help me, had to learn through trial and error, didn't have a competitor to ask, just didn't know what I was doing, put locations where I shouldn't have put them, didn't know what market research was. And I just basically made mistakes. A coach would have helped me avoid those mistakes by talking through ideas and help me see things differently. And that's what I'm talking about today, is getting that help. In a coaching program, there's many great ones out there. I'm not just talking about mine. You find one that you like, you join. And you say, what about it costs money? Yes, it's not a cost. Actually, it is free. It is an investment because it's an investment that'll pay you dividends over what you paid in. So let's just say I said, Sally, if your name is Sally, I said, Sally, give me $1. Every time you give me $1, I give you $5 back, but I don't give it till tomorrow. Would you want to give me $1 today? Yes. What if I say you might get $10 in a week? Would you want to take that bet if I give you $1 today? What about $20 3 months from now? Would that still be a good bet? Yes, because it's an investment, right? You're giving up something to get more in the long run. Coaching is along those same lines. For every dollar invested, at least in our coaching group, we guarantee you're going to get $5 back in the first year. I mean, how many people imagine if the stock market said, you give me $10,000 and I guarantee you're going to get $50,000 back in the first year. We guarantee it. You'd be all for investing in that. And there's no guarantees. And a 10% return would be great in the stock market. How about a 500% return? We guarantee that in our coaching program. For every dollar you invest, you're going to get $5 back, either in income increase or keep you from losing money by doing dumb stuff like I did. All right. There's value in all of that. I've had this guarantee for 3.5 years, and I've never had anybody claim it because we get people value. So stop looking at coaching as an expense. Look at it as an investment in your business, sort of like upgrading your playground equipment or getting new technology, right? You're investing in your business. That's what coaching will do for your business. And it's not for everybody. If you're not coachable and teachable, coaching is definitely not for you. So if you're the kind of person who thinks you know everything and you're the smartest person in the room, please don't join a coaching program because you're going to hurt everybody around you with that attitude. If you're a multi-center owner and think you can't learn something from a home provider or a small center owner, then you're not a good candidate for coaching because you're not teachable and you're not willing to learn from anybody. If you are willing to humble yourself in front of other people and realize that, you know what, you don't know everything. And you know what, if you can do that, you are going to succeed beyond your wildest dreams. I have helped hundreds of people make millions and millions, probably hundreds of millions of dollars now of increased revenue inside our coaching program and for another coaching company I work for. That's a really good one as well. The first step you have to take is find out if you're a good fit for it and let us help you. You know what? I have given many free coaching calls over the years to help people. And I'm going to do it to you right now. If you are struggling in the area of mindset, enrollment, finance, marketing, culture, leadership, systems, operation, or any area of your childcare business, and you would like a free coaching call with Childcare Genius University coach, let us help you. All right. We will take 45 minutes. We will help you. There's absolutely no obligation for the call. You don't have to join anything. You don't have to pay anything. You just have to be somebody who's a center owner, wanting to open a center. That's the only criteria that we're looking for. Right. And if you fit that bill, go to childcaregenius.com right now. There's a coaching tab. Click on coaching, and under it, it says, I'd like a free coaching call. That's your first step. And if you have everything perfect in your business, everything, no struggles whatsoever, don't bother. Don't bother getting it because then you'd be wasting our time. Like you got everything in place, we can't help you. But if you're struggling in any one of those areas, do yourself a favor. Get on the call right now or schedule a call right now with one of our quality coaches in our program. All my coaches are handpicked. I've coached them all personally. They've all made millions of dollars in childcare, and they're all really, really darn good at it. And they can help you in any area that you're struggling in. And I pop in on quite a few of those calls, so you might just see me popping in saying hello as well. So again, I'm going to conclude this episode knowing that, you know what, find a coach that can help you. Just make sure you ask that coach how successful they are in childcare. Have they made 7 figures? I personally talked to a coach last week, childcare. Her finances are a mess. She's probably going bankrupt. It's probably not somebody you want to coach you. And it's not one of my coaches, mind you. She's in a different program. But you want to find somebody that has successful, that have done what you're doing, that's coachable, teachable, and is a listener, will listen to what you're saying. That's the kind of coach you're looking for. And there's many good coaches out there. We hope you'll consider Childcare Genius University. Just know that I have a coach personally. I get coached. All good coaches have coaches. And because we're not too humble, we're always trying to make ourselves better. And I'm weak in certain areas, and a coach makes me better in those areas. So, professional golfers have coaches, right? Professional baseball players, soccer team, everybody has a coach who's in a professional athlete, right? Even though they're the top of their game, they still have somebody that can make them better. Now, is that person better at that sport than them? Probably not. All right. I'm sure Michael Jordan's basketball coach never shoot hoops the same as he did, but that coach made him better. And that's what we can do for you. We can make you better, more profitable, stronger, with a better mindset, with great marketing, full enrollment, and you'll be a different person out of it. All right. Hope to see you on a call. Again, childcaregenius.com or the coaching tab. Select a free coaching call. No obligation whatsoever. And we'll have to see you on the other side. So this is Brian Duprey signing out. Have a good day. Thank you for joining us on the Child Care Genius.
Thank you for listening to the Child Care Genius podcast. If you enjoyed the show, please do us a favor and hit the subscribe button so you don't miss a future episode. Don't forget to visit our website at childcaregenius.com to see a list of services we offer to help grow your child care business. Until next time, thank you for being a part of the Child Care Genius community.